Eric of Lancer PD.
How you doing, Joseph?
Came to you today regarding the Straight Edge program, being in Panther Valley School District. It's a stop bullying and everything, to be a peer counselor. Do you agree that should be in there?
I am for anything that assists our students in having a better educational experience and a better social experience. Bullying is one of the major problems that kids deal with in school, and if we have some way that we can address that, peer-to-peer counseling, as you're mentioning, that most probably is a very effective way of doing it. Yes, obviously I support anything that's for the safety and welfare of the kids.
Now, I like to be honest with the people before they vote and put something in there. My track record, I have a background that speaks for itself. I was a bully to staff, even to police officers. I can name Jeffrey Wainwright, you, John Turkmanovich. I always fought against the system, but that's because of my lifestyle at home. Do you think possibly some of these kids would have their lifestyles at home could be being brought into school and they're just acting out and they just need someone to talk to and just be there for them and say, hey, let's stop tearing each other down. Let's build each other up.
I'm all about positivity. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors, so to speak, when the kids are at home. So, and I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not a certified guidance counselor, but certainly the potential exists that is the problem. I mean, the kids are being influenced by outside sources, and if it's a negative impact on them, sure, they don't know how to handle it. Acting out could very possibly be one of the things that's happening that's causing someone to bully another person.
Now,
they themselves may be getting bullied.
Now, from my understanding, years ago, my mother used to say, if I was having problems in school, talk to a cop, talk to a counselor, talk to a parent, talk to a friend. My mom recommended you for me, and it worked out well for me. I've always came to you. You've never gave me bad advice. You were like a peer counselor. That is what I would like to offer of all the knowledge that you have taught me and everybody else. If I can save one kid's life.
Right. Well, listen, the whole thing is it has to be done in a professional manner. You know, we have to make sure in today's world that everybody that's involved with this would have all the appropriate clearances to be able to interact with the kids. And the school district, the administration would have to support it. I'm glad that I was able to help you. Mm-hmm. And I think, yeah, anything that, if there's that one chance that a kid could speak to a teacher, a guidance counselor, a police officer, sure, and we could somehow make a positive change, that's something that absolutely should be done. I couldn't be more supportive of anything that I could think of. I mean, that's common sense.
Now, as the Straight Edge program would be approved in Panther Valley School District, it is mine and Casey Walk's responsibility to, if we have to alert the police, whether it's Lansford, Summit Hill, Nescahoning, we have to do our responsibilities to see that the kids are safe if something is seriously going on, or even if it's children and youth of Carbon County. That's would be the responsible thing.
There's a mandated reporter requirements, and I'm not fully familiar with the program, the certifications that are set up, or how it would be implemented. But anybody that is in a position as a counselor or somebody that's assisting students, they would be mandated to report to all the appropriate agencies, including Childline, anything that reflects on a child's safety or an assaultive behavior or whatever. That's important that is done correct.
Now, just for the record, now I know, like you said, they have to do the background checks and stuff.
Right.
Now, you're based on your opinion as Lansford Borough and
right.
Lansford officer. How would you speak about me personally? Like, do you think I get along with kids and I work great with them?
My personal opinion wouldn't matter, Joe. I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, your good intentions right here are clear. It's evident. I do not know what the requirements are under all the background checks. I mean, because somebody has, and I'm not saying this is you, but because a person may have a prior record of retail theft or of underage drink, that doesn't mean that prohibits them from being involved in it.
Well, maybe I
if you have violence against kids, if you have sexual assaults against kids, people like that obviously can't be involved in it.
Maybe I asked the wrong question at the wrong time on this one. So be a little clearer. Like, from what you've witnessed, like from my own son to my nephew, or to Lewis to his nieces.
Yeah, I have nothing but positive things to say about what your intentions are.
I don't know why, but I can reach these kids, and that's my hope. I want to reach and save someone. If someone's being bullied at school, it's wrong to do. You know, right. Coming from the voice of the voiceless and being the a-hole of the group.
Right.
I personally think if I can reach and save a kid, I did something right there.
No,
I've
listen,
watched
Joe, I
Dave
agree.
Midas do it. I've watched you do it. I have watched countless others. Officer Boyle from Lehighton PD. I've watched you all sit here do the DARE programs for years.
Well, let's get something straight, though. I mean, we can't save kids from every single circumstance.
No.
And if we did do that, though, I think we make soft kids. I'm not saying bullying is right, but we can't protect them from every single aspect of it. They have to. Well, life is life, and it's not always pleasant. But I think we need to be there with them to stop to get the reports of who's doing the bullying, get that bully, and find out what's making him do it to get him to stop.
Now, 90% of Lansford population that you have dealt with on a day-to-day basis, the adults today that end up in jail, I'm assuming some of them were bullies probably in school or just gotten with the wrong crowd.
I mean, I don't have statistics to back that up. In my opinion, I don't know if they were bullies in school. Some might have been people who were bullied. I mean, you got to remember that victim years later might be acting out then also. You know, it has bullying on somebody when they're younger could have a wide-ranging effect when they're older. Just like the person being the bully, that empowers them to think they could do whatever they want to do maybe later in life. That person that got picked on may act out when they're in their 20s or 30s that leads them down a negative path. So the issue of bullying is like a two-sided coin that could have negative impact on people way down the road. So yeah, I agree with if you're making bad lifestyle choices in high school, you tend to keep making them to some degree later on.
From my experience, what I've dealt with Chief Fittis of Summit Hill PD and Chief at the time, Mac McDonald.
You're sorry, Donald, yep.
Well, he was acting chief
Right.
at the time. I dealt with Chief Strauss. I've dealt with you as Officer Severick at
Yep.
the time.
Yeah, you're-
And I personally believe that there's some choices I made that I lashed out. But now if I can help a kid today, maybe some of the mistakes that I made then, I could try to prevent, at least numb it down a little bit. So therefore, hey, this man's over here needing my help. I can help him.
You get the package together and you present it to the school district and we go from there. I
Okay.
think you're on the right track.
All right.
Thanks for interviewing me today.
Not a problem. Thank you for
Right.
taking the time.
All right. Cool.